guys, Laura here, mom of two, holistic nutritionist, and founder of The Lavish Method, where I teach women who just want to get results a simple way of eating that doesn't involve giving up wine or chocolate or any of the other good things that make life worth living. And I'm here with Justine, and I'm so excited. We are doing an expert interview. We're going beyond the calories, and we're going to talk all about Candida, which is super exciting. So welcome, Justine. How's it going?
It's great. I love how the fact that you describe Candida is super exciting. It's amazing.
I'm so excited to learn about it. So before we go any further, do you want to talk a little bit about yourself and what you do so people out there can be more familiar with what's going on here? Cool.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so hi everyone. My name's Justine Chomsky McDonald. Well, I go by Justine McDonald. And so I have a business called Dandelion Holistic Healing. I do in-person consulting and then also online programs as well. So my focus is hormones, allergies, and Candida, which when you connect them all together, they all play in a role. So I am here to tell all the exciting news about Candida.
Amazing. So, okay, I think we need to dial it way back here because I have a feeling that people watching this video don't even know what we're talking about.
All right.
So what is Candida? Like, what does this even mean? What are we talking about?
Okay, great start. So Candida is a yeast overgrowth. So we all have yeast in our body. And so what happens over time is our stress and our diet, if we're getting sick a lot, we're taking a lot of antibiotics, it can kind of bring the yeast out of balance. So then it begins to show up in our body. So a lot of people, think right away yeast is yeast infections or Candida is yeast infections, but it goes way beyond that. It goes from hormonal, upsets, PMS, joint pain, fungus, like toe fungus. That's also part of Candida.
Interesting.
Sugar cravings. When you can't get through the day without getting some sugar, but before, like a couple of months ago, you had no problem with it, right? Low energy, mood swings, irritability, bloating, indigestion. It is just, I think probably pretty much every client I see in person has a Candida imbalance, and because it just, you see it affect everyone, right? So
wow. So, well, I feel like there's so many questions. Where do I even start? When you suspect a Candida imbalance, what do you do? Like, how do you manage this yeast that's in your body? Like, what do you do?
Well, the first thing that you can do right away is, aside from those symptoms, is that you can also begin to look at your tongue. So I'm not going to stick my tongue out right now because in fact, I'm in the middle of a Candida cleanse.
Okay.
So you can stick your tongue out and you can look at it, when you wake up and you have that burr on your tongue, but it kind of sticks with you for the day.
Yes.
That is an indication when there's white film on your tongue. That is like one of the top things that I look for when I deal with clients, that there is an imbalance of yeast. And because the tongue actually tells us all about our digestion. So that's probably step one. Once you kind of realize those symptoms and you're like, okay, is it, there's other things that could be those symptoms, but the tongue always tells the story.
Okay, so we're looking for a white tongue.
Yeah. Oh, your tongue's really good.
I'm like, should I just stick out my tongue and show you? Like,
yeah, your tongue's really good looking.
Yeah, great tongue. Amazing. So if I had a white tongue, what do I do next? Like how do I get rid of it?
So there's a couple of different things, right? So you could start off, just if you don't want to go like full on out for a Candida cleanse, you can just start taking like sugar out of your diet, carbohydrates out of your diet, processed food. Unfortunately, a lot of sugar is in fruit. Right. So you can kind of start small. There's supplement packages at health food stores that you can pick up and do as well. I kind of came up with the idea to do online group Candida cleanses because a lot of people don't know that it goes beyond just the physical symptoms. Candida can emotionally really flip you upside down.
Okay, so let's talk more about that. So
Yeah.
why, how, like what is going on with the mental connection between candida and anxiety or depression or just being all over the place?
So what can happen is it can affect like get into like the bloodstream, right?
Yeah.
So that can affect, it affects our brain fog, right? That's one of the things. Our
Okay.
emotions, our hormones are all connected kind of to that, right? But
Yeah.
when we begin a candida cleanse, it is very limited. So right away, I think people are kind of like, they're so attached to their food.
Yeah. It's emotional
Right?
for sure.
Right?
Food is
Yeah.
emotional. I get
Right?
that. I can't
Yeah.
give up wine.
Yeah, exactly. Right. I
It's not
had
even
that was
food.
like, it was like that was like the number one question, right? What? I can't
Yeah.
have my wine.
Yeah.
And so I like made it around when's the best time, right? And there's never an ideal time
Right.
to do a cleanse at the end of the day, right?
Right.
But the emotional part is what happens is when we first there's two phases to the candida cleanse. And so the first phase is, we do no sugar. It's pretty strict for the first 10 days, or
So
no sugar,
no
sorry, no
fruit.
fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, no vinegar, which a lot of people don't
Interesting.
realize.
I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
So it's amazing when you read
Interesting.
your ingredients,
Yeah.
how much vinegar is in our food. So I actually
Absolutely.
did like a Facebook Live post, and what I did is I just pulled out things from my fridge
Yeah.
that we eat that we think we're doing healthy.
Yes.
But
Yes.
if we're dealing with a candida overgrowth, it's not healthy for us.
Right. Again,
Right?
this theme keeps coming up and I love it. And and I talk about it all the time, is that healthy foods aren't healthy for everyone, right? Like
Exactly.
we're so caught up in this, like fruits and vegetables are healthy and meat is not healthy and like all of these things. And sometimes we're dead wrong. And for us, the healthiest thing might be a steak as opposed to an apple.
Yeah, exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Yeah. At
love
that time in your life, right?
Yes.
So yeah, for the first 10 days, there's no vinegar, there's no, no wine, no fruit.
I'm really glad my tongue was okay.
Your tongue's very good. Your tongue's the best tongue I've seen. So, and so what can happen is the emotional part is that we begin to, we're starving the candida, the first phase.
Okay.
So we can sometimes experience die-off reactions.
Yeah.
And so that's where the emotional component, like it's like our symptoms get worse before they get better.
Which
So
can be hard, I would imagine, if you're doing it alone.
Exactly, by yourself. Like the first time I did a candida cleanse, it was recommended by an ND.
Yeah.
She never told me this stuff. And I remember calling her.
Right.
And I was like, I'm losing my mind.
Yeah. What is going wrong?
Yeah. And she's like, oh, that's normal. I was like,
helpful.
Tell me that. Yeah. Right?
Helpful a week ago. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's kind of how I want to, support people through this is
Absolutely.
that, you need to know and not give up, right? That these things are happening to you. It's because what can happen is the die-off is happening so quickly, the toxins being released in the body, that our major organs that are filtering, like our kidneys and our liver, they're not filtering quick enough, right? It's moving too fast. Yeah. So I'll, share my last experience. I had this past weekend. Yeah. So since being on the cleanse, now I'm on a stronger cleanse. It's a parasite cleanse as well as candida.
Okay.
But I broke out in a rash. It lasted 10 days.
Wow.
And then this past weekend, I started with like a pain in my stomach, woke me up at 2:30 until 9:00 in the morning. I couldn't sleep. And then I had a headache from Saturday till Monday.
Wow.
But I know, right? Yeah. So I know enough of what to do, right? Or like I've had other people say like, oh my God, I'm so bloated, or I have the chills.
Yeah.
That's another die-off symptom. So it's like, how can I support these people that are going through something it's a pretty big shift.
Yeah, that sounds very intense.
Yeah, it can be.
How do you support that? Like, what do you do when you're going through a die-off? Like, do you just suck it up and deal with it? Like, is there anything to make it better? Like,
Well, you can kind of ease off on your supplements, right? So there's
Yeah.
specific supplements that you'll take through phase 1 and phase 2, so you can kind of
Yeah.
ease off. Like for myself on Sunday, I just gave myself a break. I didn't take any.
Slow things down a little bit.
Yeah. And my body was craving like bread. Like we're allowed sourdough bread on it.
Okay.
So I had sourdough bread. I went out for brunch. I still kind of kept to the cleanse, but I had like an omelet.
Yeah.
Um, but I had 2 pieces of rye. I didn't beat myself up on it because,
Amazing.
you
Yeah.
know,
That's
I
the
needed
key,
to
right?
support, right? I needed to
Mhm.
support it, right? I didn't go out for a glass of wine, but I nourished my body what it was asking for, right?
Yes.
And I gave myself a Epsom salt bath that, afternoon, evening. So it's like you really need to just honor where you're at, which I'm
Yes.
sure
I
you've probably heard
love
again,
that. No, that's
right?
fantastic, right? Because it's
Yeah.
not all or nothing, right? You're not ruining everything you've worked for
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
have a slice of rye bread.
Yeah, exactly. Right. And so it's like you really need to nourish where you're at. You need to recognize it. If you need to kind of check out for the day, give yourself permission to do
Yeah.
that. Go for a walk, go for, a bath, or, do something for you. Like,
Self-care.
exactly. Yeah.
Self-care is huge, and we don't do it
Hmm.
enough at all.
No, no.
So how long, so if somebody is recognizing that this is probably a problem for them and they decide to give it a try, forego the sugars and try to really kind of get back into balance, how long does it take to get back into that balance?
Well, that's a good question.
Yeah.
So now normally they can do about 30 days. So I have my group right now in 30 days, right? But
Okay.
people
Yeah.
that have like big symptoms that have been dealing
Yeah.
with it, like maybe through bloating and indigestion for like a long time,
Yeah.
maybe they're coming up to like the 3-week mark or something like that, and they're not really seeing a big difference in how they're
Okay.
feeling, then
Yeah.
they keep on going.
Just keep doing it.
Yeah, like you can do it for like 3 months. I
Right.
actually, knew someone that had, some skin issues. And so she was just like head down, focus,
Yeah.
and did it for the full like 3 months.
And
You
what
know,
kind of changes will happen once you do get your bacteria back into balance and you control that yeast overgrowth? What changes?
well, I think everyone's different,
Yeah.
right? I guess it depends on what they're all coming to do it, right? Like
Yeah.
their symptoms are uncomfortable enough that they're willing to do it, right? So,
Yeah.
from one of my clients already, she was only on even day 4, and she
Okay.
felt better, less bloated,
Amazing.
and that's what she was getting from it. Me, I'm feeling more energy off of it.
Okay. So
So
that's
that's,
great.
yeah. And I mean, there's a perk, of course, because you're not eating sugar. So as soon as you don't eat sugar, like, I don't know about you, but I'm like,
Totally.
right?
Totally. Yeah. It's huge. I mean,
Yeah.
well, I'd always gone according to calories in, calories out, and it
Yeah.
didn't matter what the calories were. And when I actually gave up on that and started eating a ton of fat and stopped eating the sugar and the processed foods,
Right.
freaking life changing.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, so I totally get that.
Yeah. So that's kind of like, so I think everyone's different and what their goal is or what their symptom is
Yes.
that we want to try to remove that. So
Yeah.
they're feeling better. Right.
But basically, if somebody's suffering from digestive issues, if they're having maybe allergies, skin
Yeah.
issues, like things along those lines, if they're like struggling to lose extra weight, Candida could definitely be an option.
100%, because they're all connected. Yeah. So if you are having really bad PMS, if that is your main thing that's going
Yeah.
to prompt you to do this,
Yeah.
then yes, that's the turnaround that you want to see, right? If you're all of a
Right.
sudden getting like a flare up with skin issues,
Yeah.
then there's probably some candida overgrowth in your body, right? So
So interesting.
yeah, allergies are getting worse. That's a huge indication.
Okay. That's
Yeah.
super interesting.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So if you could give advice, so if people are watching this and they're going, resonating with me, like something's happening here, I think I might have Candida. Like what are like 2 or 3 things they could do like today, tomorrow, right now to, start changing things, start making things better?
One of my number one like go-to things
Yeah.
is having apple cider vinegar first thing in the morning.
Okay.
Right. So it doesn't.
Yeah.
It just needs to be a capful.
Yeah.
You can put it in with like I always do it like a small cup of what you call it, not cold water, just
Warm water?
Yeah. Not more. All of a sudden, I can't think of
I
the
love it.
name. I know, right?
I love it.
Just regular temperature water. There we
Like,
go.
yeah, there it is.
Yeah,
Tepid
there we
waters,
go.
tepid the word.
Geniuses we are.
I love it.
So you start your morning with that. That really will help. Like the
Okay.
gut, it helps with skin. That's again, that is probably like one of my first like recommendations.
That's amazing. That's easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
And another thing is get like a tongue scraper. So you can scrape your tongue first thing in the morning. You don't want to use your toothbrush because you're putting toxins back in.
Right.
Like, you know, and you're using your toothbrush every day, right? So
Yes,
you don't want the toxins to come off. You want to, like, you can order from Amazon. They're on Amazon.
And that helps to get rid of some of like the overgrowth that's manifesting itself there in your mouth.
Yeah. Yeah. And then through those two things, what you might find is you end up like spitting out maybe some like phlegm or mucus or like that. So that's like the body's working, right? Like it's coming out. Yeah.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm.
This has been like such a fantastic interview. Is there anything else you think that the viewers who are watching this need to know in terms of Candida? Because I think it's probably a brand new subject for most of them.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't even know if I'm asking you the right questions, but is there anything else that they should be aware of?
Let me see. Vegetables. So I don't know if we give I don't think I do give vegetables as enough credit as what they're due, like how healing they are.
Yeah.
So I would recommend, like, you know, eat vegetables every meal, right? But if your raw vegetables are great, but again, in the individual, if that doesn't work for you raw, then to have them like lightly cooked, right? So we want to keep those enzymes.
The more nutrients you keep in your food, the better.
Yeah, because then that's going to help support, right? A good probiotic also, which I forgot to mention.
Yes.
We were saying that, like a good probiotic will help you, right? So those kind of like the apple cider vinegar, a good probiotic is probably like.
Those are the two things.
The two things. But yeah, once, you know, you have to remember is that everything starts from the gut. And I think we forget that, right? But there's actually scientific, you know, you know, reports out there.
Study after study after study now that tell us that everything starts in the gut. And there's my dogs barking. I warned Justine. It's raining everywhere today. It's been raining for 3 days. I have 2 dogs. They suck at being indoors when it rains. So I apologize, everyone. On that note, so Justine, if anybody is watching this and they want to do your Candida cleanse, like say they think Candida is an issue, and if they're like me, they don't want to do it by themselves. They would rather go to someone who knows what they're doing and do it right. How do they get in touch with you? Where do they find you?
Facebook. You can you can look me up. You can friend me there, or my Facebook business page, which is Dandelion Holistic Healing. And or you can send me an email at my website, which is the same, www.dandelionholistichealing.com. And reach out if you have questions, anything resonates with you. I'm happy to, you know, even answer some questions, because
that's perfect.
We're here to help
this, guys, honestly. So I'm going to post, like, just below the video, I'm going to post the links to all of those things that you just mentioned. So you guys don't have to furiously be writing it down. And I'll also post a little info about Justine too. So I think we can wrap this up. I want to say thank you, Justine.
My pleasure.
Amazing.
Yeah, my pleasure.
So helpful and such a great topic that I think needs way more attention, and we just don't pay enough attention to.
Yeah.
So thank you. Thank you, everybody out there watching us for.
Thanks for having me.
You're so welcome. If you guys want to, continue the conversation, head on over to my website at www.lavishnutrition.com and sign up for my free webinar happening every Tuesday night, 8 p.m. Eastern, and we can talk more about it there. We are going to sign off. You guys have a freaking fantastic day, and we will talk soon.